Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Good
Whoa.
morning,
Whoa.
good morning.
May the best woman win.
And may the best drag queen win.
Oh,
Let's
they
go
did
back to
change
the
it to
old
that.
school.
Yeah, Drag Race
No,
went
they-
woke.
They did. Hi, guys. Welcome back to Our House. And I am your lovely fourth host here, Derek Frazier. And I go by the Big D at this point.
So you're the
Big D.
fourth host and yet you went first?
Yeah. Say the
The
best
Big
for-
D.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
And I'm just here to
Thank
have
you,
fun.
Big D.
Thank you so much, the Big D.
Mhm.
Hi, guys. My name is Jimmy, and I go by...
Oh no, he's gonna ruin his mic.
Get it? I go by...
Yes.
Okay.
We
At
could
least
see
we
you
can
in the mirror, so you never really went away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shorts, your butt, and everything.
So you saw me just stand right there. Oh, that's
yeah, we
fierce.
sure did.
Wow.
it was iconic. It was really
Wow.
iconic.
I ate that like a buffet at an Ozempic party.
You sure did.
The joke is that I didn't eat that.
We got it. We got it. We got it.
We can
got
hear
it.
you this time, which is great.
we got
so
it.
We're
We
happy
can
you're
hear you.
back from last week.
I was
'Cause
like,
I
what
had-
is he? What's he doing standing over there?
We were all looking too. We were like,
Wow.
What's he gonna do?
See, the joke didn't go over well because I didn't rehearse it.
That was good.
And I'm Hisam.
And I'm Tommy.
hi. So, do you want to tell everybody what time you got here? So
I
it's
got here
recorded.
15 minutes late,
Still beat
which
me.
is unusual for
It
me.
is unusual.
However, despite being late, Jimmy was later.
Jimmy, actually, I'm gonna give him like a half
No.
and half.
You don't.
He-
I was
get to give
at
him
the
that.
movie theater. I was just in the bathroom.
He was here. We just finally got the audio fix, and
Mm. And it sounds good. I'm glad.
Yes.
Finally, Jimmy's audio is fixed.
I sound like Hisam looks great.
That's so sweet of you. I'm waiting for the dig. Okay.
No, there's no dig.
wait for time you to talk to tell everybody who he is.
I
did.
said I'm Tommy.
Yeah,
did.
we're waiting for Derek to listen.
Yeah.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah,
okay.
excuse
For
me,
you to-
the Big D.
Yeah,
Sorry,
the big D.
the Big D.
The big
Okay.
So wait, it's the Big D, but there's no the in your name on the screen. That's confusing.
I know. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I should have changed
little
it. Okay,
bit.
wait, guys, welcome back. We are.
Are you
in
afraid
week
that
4.
are you afraid that people will get it confused with the other Big D?
Oh, yeah, because I just want people to know that I'm the Big D. There's no other Big Ds out there. The
There
Big D.
are other Big Ds. Like
Oh,
if you go on
there's
a-
other people. No, there's people.
no,
that
if you go to
have big
Pornhub, you'll
Ds.
see the other Big Ds.
Oh. Okay.
Oh,
Wow.
good morning, everybody. So, guys, let's talk. Let's start off right off the rip. Are we enjoying Big Brother?
No.
No.
So we know.
But I do think it's gonna get better. I think I have hope. Where everyone is saying like this is the worst season, I think that it's gonna
Worse
be a
than
boring
25?
few weeks.
I don't know.
A
No,
lot
you're
of
right,
people are
Hisam.
like-
It's hard to get worse than 20. No. I think
No.
I think
Listen,
I think it has potential to get better. We're still early days,
Yeah.
so we'll see. Once the alliance has to turn on each other a little more, maybe the gameplay will get better, and
see
it'll
my
be more
issue
fun
with
to
that,
watch.
Tommy, is I feel like when the alliance breaks up, it's going to break up into 3 trios of the icons versus Haley, Chuck, and Kamu, and I haven't seen characters more difficult to root for than Mickey on your season.
Oh.
Like, it's obviously there's like a difference, but they give they go to the same party as the energy they give me.
Yeah.
And my on the parallels between 25 and 28, because I do think there are a lot of parallels, right? Beautiful, stunning girl goes home first, an icon goes home second, gay mastermind running the house goes home third, practically unanimous votes. My hot take on 25 is it was boring as fuck to watch live, but it is a really, really good season to binge because you don't have to wait for the stuff and you can skip the live eviction episodes, which were not great. 28, I feel the same way about, except I don't think it's going to be a good rewatch. I think a steamroll, nobody likes to see a steamroll. I think Jason going home sucked. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not enjoying it.
I hear you, But I think about like 21 because I see a lot of parallels from my season to this season as well. And there was that week that Jessica won HOH, and I know that like from a fan point of view, that was so exciting for everyone to see. Who's to say that Mallory's not going to win HOH next week and just, shake everything up? And then once Jessica won HOH on our season, the whole game changed.
Yeah.
So there is potential still. And I think that I'll say again, like, I think it's early days. I think that there's potential. Right now I'm bored, but maybe in 2 weeks I won't be. And I'm hopeful for that.
You guys know today is the year anniversary from when I was put on the block by my best friend in the house. Rest in peace, Mickey. But yes, today I was put on the block, and 2 days later I left the house. So that is so fierce. I know, isn't that crazy? It's crazy how time in the house works, because like before I got put up, I was chilling. I was like, I'm gonna be here for weeks, like whatever. And then I got put up, and I was like, well, I'm going home.
Wow.
I think
it is wild that it changed that quickly.
Yeah. I think the issue that I'm having with this season is that it feels rigged since the beginning. And I hate when seasons feel rigged to me. You think about it, the first HOH, only 3 survivor play, only the icons can play in the first HOH. Now the voting system, each one of the icons have got a chance to go and get the power.
And they did.
And they did. And they did.
There have been 3 power punishments, and each one of them had gotten one of them.
Correct. And for me, it's like, the fandom is very interesting to me. The Big Brother fans are always saying, we don't like a steamroll. We like when they switch it up. But I'm like, you guys are voting for the steamroll. You voted for the icons. Angela's vote, I understand. She was first in the house. She's a Big Brother player. It makes sense. We're all voting for Angela. But after that dynamic, I was like, how do we give Rick Devens the power? Then how do we give Dee the power? Like, it really is giving, once again, the Survivor players or Survivor fans are voting for their people because they want a Survivor player to win. Now, the issue I'm also having is, Jason went out last week. It was very hard to watch and see. I know he's taking time to himself. I know you guys want him to come on Outhouse. We are working our magic the best way as possible, but I want him to move at his own pace, because when he comes to Outhouse, we're not going to do a simple, here's 10-minute questions. Like, we want to really sit down and talk to him and hear his thoughts. I still feel bad of how he went out, but his speech alone tells me, once again, in this new Big Brother era, are they really listening to the speeches? Are they really willing to switch up the vote and flip the house? I don't see it happening in the new Big Brother era. I don't think I've seen it happen for a very long time.
Well, it happened last season.
It did?
Yeah, the Riley Morgan vote was a flip vote. Morgan was supposed to go home that week. The Ashley Mickey vote was a flip vote. Ashley was supposed to go home that week until everybody realized Mickey would have been a better target. And then Vince, I think, saved himself, or Lauren saved herself that week. So anyway, that's just to compare it to my season, which was leagues and bounds better than this one.
Wait, really quick. I just want to so it literally genuinely changed from their speeches.
From their speeches. I'm not sure about the speeches because, as we've established, I was not there at this point.
Got it.
I don't remember. That's what I'm saying.
But I do remember it was like a game time in the diary room decision for Ava. So I know for a fact on the week that Riley, which is Rachel's HOH week, I think it was week 6. When Riley went home, it was Vince and Ava who flipped either in the diary room or right after the blockbuster is the reason Riley went home.
Wow.
And stayed.
Okay. That's pretty
I
cool.
stand corrected then.
And that saved our season.
Yes, I will stand corrected. I mean, same thing can happen for a person on this season, which will make it better, but I
think you're onto something, Derek.
Yeah.
I think you're onto something, because I think that the blockbuster, as amazing as it is for live eviction episodes, because you don't know what's going to happen, what winds up happening game-wise is that everyone is prepared for every outcome. So once the blockbuster results come in, you're ready for whatever that outcome was. And there's little room for change. I think without the blockbuster, players are more inclined to blindside the HOH because they can get away with it if they just continue. There's like more room for lying and
Yeah.
scheming in that room,
Mhm.
in that way. So yes, I love the blockbuster, but also it kind of makes for a boring beginning of the. I think it makes for a boring game, to be honest with you. I'm
I
kind
think
of
it
done with the blockbuster. I'm
I think
ready
it
for it to
makes
go.
for a boring beginning of the Thursday episode, but for me, the blockbusters have kept Thursday episodes interesting. Like
I'm agree with that.
if because I keep
Yeah.
up with the feeds, right? So I know
Yeah.
who, if there's two people on the block, you know who's going home on
Yeah.
eviction
Yeah.
night.
Mhm.
What I like about the blockbuster is you can't really make that decision. And as somebody who played in the house with the blockbuster, like you also like have to scheme a little bit more because if Hisam, Tommy, and the Big D are on the block, I mean, I can tell my allies who I'm voting to keep, but I'm going to make it seem like to the three of you, I'm going to keep all of you. Because what
Yeah.
if I tell Derek he's going home and he
Yeah.
stays next week and wins HOH, right? And then you're
Yeah.
fucked because you straight up told somebody you were going to evict them, and now they're HOH. Why wouldn't they put you up, right? I think
Yeah.
those make for a little bit more scheming. Where I feel like when there is a binary vote, everybody can clock out on Monday or Tuesday. Like I've made my
Mhm.
decision. I'm just going to chill
Yep.
until Thursday.
Yep. And we've had seasons like that. I mean, I think about my season. We knew who was going home on Thursday. We had nothing to worry about except for when we had those powers that were thrown into us in the beginning and also at the end. But any other time when we knew nothing was in play, we were like, whatever. But I just feel like the blockbuster does make the episode interesting because other than that, I'm just waiting for you to get to the end to see how these votes are going to go. And I think they threw that in the game of Big Brother to really shake it up and make people have to kind of game more. I do miss a Rachel Riley right now who would be after they come down from talking, people trying to figure out what the hell they're gonna do. It's like nobody wants to talk anymore. Where it's like, baby, this is your time to talk. Talk. I want you to talk. Figure out,
Yeah.
plead your case. And the way that Jason pleaded his case, if I was on the other side of the house, I would have been like, I'm gonna be honest, Tiff says this all the time. I kind of wish players would get up and start talking to each other like we're in Survivor. Like I would start talking to my people and being like, we need to vote for Jason to stay. Because the way that he went out and after that speech, I was really shocked. I was like, damn, guys, you guys just want to get fucking steamrolled? And then look at this week. Look at this week. We got another, outgoing, bubbly, fun person as HOH.
Well, the people who could have controlled that vote opted not to control that vote. And the reason they decided to do that is because they were connected to the icons. And I think what's pretty clear about this season is no decision is made without the icons' influence. And I think what I don't love about this season is that since there is a trio of them, they are all working with each other. They are a very strong group in the house. And I listened to Taryn's podcast, and he says they're almost like gods in the house, and they're not on the chessboard. They're like above the chessboard, meaning that they are dictating what happens. And in addition to that, America has given them powers that make them almost godlike.
Yep.
And so my frustration with this season, as I always say this, is that if you study social dynamics, putting that significant presence in the house is going to change how people play that game. And honestly, I don't think CBS cares that much about that. They care that the show is popular. And one way of doing that is through stunt casting. You put people on the show that people love or are extremely controversial. And that is what they did. If one was good, maybe three is better.
Well, it worked.
Yeah,
the season over season numbers are great.
Yeah. And so it's an unfortunate game to watch because it's quite boring. And from my standpoint, I'm like, can we just skip to the end? Like, so I know, like,
Wrap
because
it
at
up.
this point, because at this point in time, I'm just waiting for like the next person on the other side to go.
Yeah.
And we're also getting into the place where they're having a hard time, I think, finding things to put on the episode because one side is just completely destroying the other. And so it doesn't really allow the side that is not in power to strategize, form any specific alliance. It hasn't allowed them to consolidate in a meaningful way They took out Rome immediately, which was a good game move, but who was holding that side of the house together. And then he flopped, unfortunately, in the blockbuster, right? So
I agree.
Yeah, I mean, but as far as I am concerned, I like the blockbuster. I wouldn't have gone home on my season had there been a blockbuster.
You better tell him, Hisam.
I wouldn't have gone home.
Yeah,
I wouldn't have gone home. Like, and I think that the idea of me coming back would have been they would have been too afraid of me to come back because I would have come in hot.
If there was a blockbuster, they would have said it's too early to nominate Hisam. He's going to win the blockbuster. He's going to stay. That'll motivate him to win HOH.
Agree.
And that's a serious threat when Hisam on your season, you won HOH veto in a row.
Right.
Yeah.
So
I think I agree. Like CBS is about their viewings, their ratings, and making the show interesting. They're taking pages out of everyone else's book. How can we grab some of these players and make us like traders to get more people to come watch it? So they're like, they knew Survivor 50 did great with their views. We got to bring some of those Survivor 50 people here so then they can keep watching us on CBS. So I'm not mad at how they did it. I'm just mad at how that first HOH went. Because if that first HOH, if everyone would have played, it would have felt more fair. And then, more fair is not the correct grammar to say, but whatever, y'all know what the fuck I mean. But the thing about it is like, if I was a player,
I think that's correct.
Okay, I feel like it's incorrect, but it's okay.
What's correct?
Fairer.
Oh, is it fairer?
Yeah, I knew I was saying
I don't like that.
Right? Okay.
No,
but
more fair.
More fair. But the thing about it is like
fair is actually like prettier. Like someone who is more fair is actually prettier.
Oh, okay. That works for you. That works for you too, the Big D.
Thank you so much. That works for me.
I thought Tommy was doing the compliment my way. Damn.
No, it works for all of us.
Okay.
It works for all of us but Haley.
All right, more fair.
The
Keep
thing
going.
about it is that
the Pharaoh of Egypt.
So what would we call Haley? Would she be more fair?
Haley is a sack of shit. Like, I'm over her, okay? Like, what I'm sorry, what is she doing over here with the whole, hey guys, if you want to eat my snacks or want to take my shower, like, get out of here. I'm like, you think you're doing something right now? Like, it is 3 a.m. They are tired. They just filmed live show. They just waited for you to get your HOH room. You're fumbling with your letter to tell people to get out of your room.
They just listen to your letter about your family. They don't give a fuck about,
and you know what, Mallory? I loved Mallory for being like, bitch, that's half the house. Like, you want half the house to get up and leave. And you know what? If I were Mallory at that point, because Haley was clearly talking to Mallory, I just would have walked out. I would have been like, all right, well, if we're not doing that this year, bye.
But also, it's like one of those things where it's like, I hate that she's trying to be all bold and tough because she's trying to do what people would say they do at home. Like, I would never let everyone use my shower or eat my snacks and shit like that. But it's like, girl, it'd be different if you were like by yourself and the whole house has been against you and you won. That would be iconic.
If you were Jason.
Yes, if you were Jason that did some shit like that, I would have been like, iconic. But you have a whole fucking alliance. And the way that she's acting this week, and I love that the girls are clocking her. She is, and I hate to say it, excuse my language, she's a bitch, but she's always been a bitch to me. I've always thought Haley was a bitch. She's a female she's a female, whatever his name is, okay? So the thing about it is like, because I made a promise to myself that I'm never going to speak this man's name again or talk about him again, ever again, until that's my challenge. So other than that, I just feel like with her, I just feel like she's another him at this point. And I just feel as though the way that she's trying to run her HOH, and I'm glad that Taylor, just so you guys know, Taylor got the veto, which worked out. And the way that she had this conversation with Taylor, I was like, girl, you're trying to throw things in the air just to target Taylor, just to target Lala. But keep in mind, Haley's the one who's like, I can't let a girl go. I refuse. Look at the numbers. There's so many women. There's so many women that are going home. She had this whole conversation with, what's his name? What's his boring ass name?
Gone home.
But she made, she had a who's boring? We never see him on the screen. I don't know why they cast him.
Adrian?
Chuck. She had a conversation with Chuck. I don't even know who Chuck is. Still don't know who Chuck is at this point. Chuck
he's had like all of 2 diary rooms.
Chuck should. I feel bad for. No, I don't feel bad for Chuck.
I don't feel bad for Chuck.
Chuck should have never signed up for this show.
Girl, he's there because he has a nice body. That's it.
Oh, he ain't doing enough to show it. At least he could at least be out here like hood, doing all this weird shit. Do something. You ain't bringing nothing to the show. Like, I'm like, what is this dude doing? Sometimes people, like, I see people online talking about something. Does anyone have proof of life that Chuck is alive? On the live feeds. We don't even know where he at on
Listen,
the live feeds.
All I'm going to say, when at this point of the show, Lauren has had more diary rooms at this point of our season than Chuck has at this point of 28 is pretty telling.
Well, Lauren did
really
also
bad.
win an HOH in week 3, didn't she?
Yes, but I was going to exclude that fact.
I love you. Iconic. But I'm just saying, with this HOH week, with everything that's going on, like, I just feel really, like, mad about this week. Like, Haley is not giving what Haley needs to give. And I'm just really concerned because it makes me feel like and mind you, D also has the power, guys. So D has a power. Thank God. The only thing I'm looking forward to watching is literally Taylor winning the veto.
Can we just with the icons? I'm gonna call them alumni because like icons is such a word.
I don't like calling them icons either because there's nothing iconic about them that much. Angela is iconic, but D, I love her.
Okay, let's not go down that rabbit hole. But the reality TV alumni, I think it would have been more fair if they didn't get to compete for powers because even on my season, fine, fairer. See, exactly. Okay, so more fair, more fair or fairer. If they didn't get to compete for powers, because on my season, the reason we were all, especially those of us allied with Rachel, were rooting for powers to be introduced into the game via a vote, is because we knew Rachel would win it. And so I think the people in the house are pretty. I think they're more aware than the edit shows them of the fact that the alumni probably have the powers because they have consistent voting bases. And the fact that nobody's walked out in a punishment, I think it's pretty safe to say they know they have powers. They just don't know what powers they have. So I think Barrett's getting suspicious of Devon's. I think at this point they're suspicious of D. However, I think coming back as a reality TV alumni, you have an advantage baked in. You have a power baked in my opinion. And so it would have leveled the playing field to only allow the newbies to be voted into the time capsule.
I agree. Hisam, what you think?
Well, I have a couple. I have a couple thoughts. One, I think that Haley is choosing a tactic that's fairly interesting and actually kind of Machiavellian, which is it's better to be feared than loved.
Oh,
so
well, nobody loves her, that's for sure.
Haley has spent most of her HOH, I think, instilling fear in people as her tactic to avoid being put on the block, that if you cross me, bad things will happen to you. And I think that she's done that kind of with everyone in the house, including people in her alliance. The thing about it is that the alumni are just very good at using that against her and getting her to do what they want, which is what they did this week. Because once you know somebody's strategy, it's very easy to counter that strategy effectively because you know how they think and how they play.
Yeah.
And Haley is consistently Haley, meaning that you are never really surprised by what Haley is going to say or do because Haley is true to that dimension of herself.
She's dedicated to being a flop, that's for sure.
Well, she's dedicated to being, she is trying to.
Do you think that you and Haley? Can I ask you a question? Do you think that you and Haley, when you look at Haley, do you think that she's the same age as you?
No. As Hisam or Jimmy?
Hisam.
No,
I think she's closer to Hisam's age. I think she says she's closer to my age.
Yeah.
Wait, how old is she?
Whose season was Bowie Jane on?
No. How old do you think Haley is, Hisam?
I would say in her 30s.
I'd say 45, 46.
Maybe 20. No, she, D1. No, she's like probably like, what is she, 30?
37, 39. Allegedly, she's 29, but I think she's pulling 29. A Bowie Jane and subtracting 10 years from her age.
She's 29?
There's no way. Yeah, there's no way.
Yeah.
How are you 29 and look older than Lala? Lala's 60.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the other thing that I have seen a lot of discourse on is Dee's power powerful?
I don't even know what her power is. Does anybody know? Tell me, do you know what her power is?
For the audience, D won the BB buyout power, but it's less substantial than it was last year, but it's more It has a longer time horizon. So she won the BB buyout power. She's able to use $5,000 to convince somebody of a certain list of approved actions, essentially. Not putting somebody on the block, putting somebody on the block, vote to stay, vote to go, essentially promising an action to somebody or them promising an action, and then they then receive the $5,000. Since it can be used for the entire time horizon of the game, a lot of people are speculating, like, can you use this towards the end of the game to be like, Hisam, if you vote for me in jury, I'll give you the $5,000. I think that's unclear, but that's the power.
I'm over the power already.
5,000 is not a lot of money in 2026, honestly.
Thank you.
I know that might be like ignorant because I live in a big city, like but I just think that even in the middle America, 5,000 is not a lot of money. It's just not, right? Am I right to say that?
5,000 is not 5,000 is 2 months worth of rent.
That's it. Yeah, it's
That's
like
it.
so if for that power to be worth anything or actually make any impact, I think it needed to be at least $10,000.
Okay.
And I also think that this, with the $5,000 amount, I think that the only way that someone would take that bribe is if they were on the fence with a decision, and that would just teeter it the way that D would want. But it's not enough to actually change their mind or really influence someone's decision, if that makes sense.
No,
well, it depends
Tommy,
upon the
everything you're saying.
person. If you're someone maybe like Ashley who has $0 in your bank account, $5,000 is a lot of money.
Oh, poor Ashley. But I will say this. I think that we're also dealing with a situation where it's like these powers, I wish that they would give us, like how we did for Survivor 50. It should have been like, they want the fans so involved. We're voting on these powers. We should have voted what powers should be used. Because right now, the only power to me that is still a standout that is huge is the diamond power of veto. There is no coin flip. There's no question about it. There's none of that. Because we all thought this week, we were under the impression that Drew got the coin of destiny and he didn't. So it's like, what other powers are worth it? The coin of destiny to me still ain't a good power because it's like, yeah, I could get it, play it, but I got to pray that it flips on the right head of a coin of a tail. No, like the diamond power veto is still the best power. We should have voted for other powers in Big Brother's history to be brought into the game that would have been a little bit more.
Was there another power
Better.
in Big Brother that is better than the diamond power veto?
I don't think so.
I think the
HOH takeover actually is.
Yeah, the HOH
takeover.
takeover. Yeah.
Assuming there's not a coin flip. Like, if you can just
Isn't
take
that
it over.
Quinn had that at some point in time? And then told everyone he was that.
But his I think was better because you could take it over without revealing yourself. So Quinn had the shadow HOH power. I think that was more impactful than the HOH takeover because you don't have to reveal yourself.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, I just think that we could do better with that. I think the way the season's going is just sometimes when you watch these shows, Big Brother is so long, you just need like Tommy said, it could get better. We need a morale, something to kind of boost us up because right now we're all just like, meh. Now Taylor winning the veto, great. I think that's wonderful. That gives us a little bit like great. She was someone that Haley was trying to target. You know, Miss Haley, who said she didn't want to go after women. Crazy to me because like all the people on her block are women because it's Melody. It's
Drew's there.
All the women on the block are women. So Drew, to me, I don't know what game he's playing. I don't know. Him and Barrett being super fans is so confusing to me. At least with Quinn, who said he was a Superman, Quinn was at least trying. Like he was trying to make moves and be scheming and do whatever. Barrett and Drew are just like they're just here at a meet and greet. I am
Barrett's
so confused with what they're
disappointing
doing.
me. Drew
is playing.
He's playing, and I enjoy Drew.
Yeah, Drew is playing. The unfortunate part for Drew is that they are all onto him, and he's crossed Angela.
Once you cross Angela, kiss of death.
Angela is so paranoid that once she has you in her sight, she will do nothing but to stop you. What's fascinating about Angela is that she's kind of like a dog in a bone, that kind of way. What I have been frustrated by in this season is when the icons keep saying this game is so easy. This game is so simple. Like this game is actually quite like walk in the park.
Why is it easy though, Hisam? Why is it easy? Why is it easy for them? Why is it?
I mean, we know why it's easy, right?
Because they're the only ones that played in the HOH the first week that allowed them to have a lot of power, and it was an easy steamboat from there. That automatically put them in alliance off the back.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm not disagreeing with you. They have been in power, so it's very easy for the game to be easy when you're never in danger.
Yeah.
I just think about like when I was in the game versus like how they're in the game, and I just remember it being like it was hard. It was a hard game.
Yes,
especially the first 3 weeks were very hard.
First 3 weeks, you had more than that.
No, I had all 3. My
okay.
entire time there.
Yeah. You made it seem like the first 3 weeks were hard, and then once we got through there, it was smooth sailing. I was like,
smooth sailing.
Not y'all two arguing about the same time y'all were in the house. At the
we were not. That's like when Hisam texted the group chat. He said, "Wow, another iconic gay joining the third out." I said, "Well, I was fourth out, so I love that for you guys." I love that for you guys. I made it in another week.
Me and Tommy will sit over here then. But I do agree. Like this game is for the long run, and I'm hoping. I hate to say this, but I'm hoping for the Survivor players to start cracking. I'm hoping they're going to have that Saria effect where they're like, "This game is horrible. I hate this game. I don't want to be here." Type of effect soon, because this will be after this week. This will be the longest time they have. I do. I don't want anybody to come. I don't ever want a Survivor player coming on Big Brother and saying it's easy and thinking it's just a scapegoat.
I don't think they do. I don't think that they. I mean, I think that's the narrative they're showing.
Saying it's easy.
Well, I think that's the narrative they're showing on the show, because Dee and Devins were crying 2 days ago talking about how hard Big Brother is, because at this point they would have been home in Survivor.
That's what I thought.
I don't think the network's going to show that though, because Survivor is their crown jewel, and they want Survivor to be the rough and tumble show, and Big Brother's the easy lay in bed, play a game show. Even though Big Brother is harder, and it's harder because of the time commitment. And Dee and Devins were crying on the live feeds about missing their families and about the fact that they would have been home already, and the season would have been over if they were filming Survivor, and how hard Big Brother is. But I think you hear them
getting started with Big Brother.
Getting started.
You're really just getting started.
You're just getting started.
Not much has already happened.
Yeah. I agree. I think that would just like I think with everything, because now the people that are on the block, because this is Thursday morning or whatever time this airs, whatever, I don't give a fuck, is now we have Melody, which, you know what, I gotta say this, I talked some shit about Melody, not too crazy, I just wasn't really impressed by her, but I am impressed by Miss Melody. Mallory, I think, is on the block. Am I correct about that?
Yep. No, Mallory's not. Mallory's not.
I'm sorry, Mallory's
Lyric,
not. So it's
Melody, Drew.
Yes. And Lyric, to me, I also got a shout out to Lyric. You know what? I didn't see her game before, but now I understand it. I'm not mad at it. Miss Lyric now, she is using her sex appeal to get what she wants in the house. And I can't get mad at that, because that reminds me of a lot of our gays in our community that rely on their body, as Michelle Visage would say on Drag Race. Stop relying on that body. And she's relying on that body. And I'm not mad at it, because I saw the clip of her when she had to get in the pool. Anybody else gets in the pool going forward. Miss Lyric said, she backed that ass up, and whatever that motherfucking dude's name is was staring at her hard. And now to the point that he's willing to fight for her. Fight for her.
I think one of the good things about Lyric is she's doing those things in public while in the diary room being like, Rome, I love you, da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah. That's amazing.
Which I think that's like the good, because you don't think Sean and I sometimes at gay bars will like go to 2 separate floors and try to get drinks bought for us at the different bars and then come back and meet up with our 2 drinks? Like, it's all about communication. Do what you got to do, you know, utilize that pretty privilege while you got it. It doesn't last forever.
Hi, so what you think?
Yeah, I agree with Jimmy. Use it while you got it. You probably have another couple of years.
Well, see, I don't have to use it to buy drinks anymore because I'm sober.
Oh,
that's
awesome, Jimmy.
California sober, but we're making progress. Yes,
that's great.
We're done with alcohol for, I'd like to say forever, but I'm gonna say for now. But yeah,
maybe to the holidays. Like I usually go a good cleanse from now until Halloween.
Well, I will be 1 month alcohol sober in 5 days.
I'm so proud of you. Okay,
That's
so I should
amazing.
invite you to come out with me then for Labor Day weekend.
Oh, you can.
No.
I just won't drink.
Oh,
Can you tell us what prompted that?
yeah, let's talk about that. Let's unpack that.
We don't have to.
We also, yes, we don't have to.
I mean, I don't care.
Yeah.
It just, for me, it's just like drinking doesn't align with my goals. It doesn't align with my like fitness goals. It doesn't align with my, like, I don't get utility out of it. So spending the amount of money I spend on alcohol is just kind of ridiculous. I don't like, Miley Cyrus says this, and of course she's a thought leader of mine, but I want to wake up 100% of the time, 100% of the time. And I feel like I've spent so much of, especially my early youth, recovering from a night out that really didn't need to happen, right? It was like 2, 3, 4 hours of drinking to like be dead the next day. And I've started going out without drinking and like have enjoyed it plenty. I don't stay out for as long, but I have fun. So it's a new journey. It's a new journey we're trying.
That's cool.
I love
I'm
that
here to
for you.
support you. Yeah, I'm supporting you however you need me. I'm here to support you and stuff like that. I won't be calling you to come out with me because you come out with me, girl. We gotta take shots. You know how it is, okay, baby?
Oh, I
And
know how it is. You scare me sometimes. I watch you drink half a
Yes.
bottle of tequila. I said, okay.
Yes.
So have I. You half a bottle. He had the whole thing.
Well, see, that was just his warm up.
Notice I just haven't got invited since that, okay? Because he ain't gonna be coming with me sober. I need him to be on the same level. So wait, I do want to say, Jimmy, I'm proud of you on that journey, and
Yeah, that's
I
amazing.
hope that people that are dealing with type of situations out there. I kind of want to switch ties because I don't know if we have anything else for Big Brother. I think this week is just what it is at this point. Like Haley's HOH, we know who the noms are. Taylor has veto. It seems like their target, if I'm correct, Tommy, and please correct me if I'm wrong, I think the target is Drew. Like, that's what they're saying, but he could win the blockbuster. And then Haley, once again, she going to be stuck, getting a woman out looking stupid.
I'm the last thing I want to say is I really wish I could be in the room with the executive producers right now because they brought the 3 reality TV alum and it like really made for a big splash at the start of the season. But now as we progress, we're seeing that the season is not fun because of that decision. So I'm curious how they feel at this point. Like, did they make a mistake? Do they want to try and shake things up? Like, are they starting to get not like worried, but like, are they happy with where the game is headed? Or are they like, oh, this, maybe we did too much because now it's not enough. So I just wish I could like pick their brains and see what they're feeling now. That's it. We'll see. I'm like I said, I'm hopeful, but
yeah, but I think that they would say it's too early. I think they would say it's too early to know how the season's going to go. I also think that they would say the viewers are still showing up.
Yep.
And therefore that does mean that there is interest. And it seems like what we have done has worked. Now, does it make it unfair for certain players? Yeah. Do they worry about that? No. Because to them, it's a game. And wherever you start in the game, there are going to be some people that will start with an advantage. And there will be some people who will be at a disadvantage. But the best winner in their mind will win. Right? And that could be anybody. Even though it's not set up that way. Now, what I'll also say is that Cirie, by the time she was like 30 days in the house, had everyone in love with her. She literally was the final 2 of everybody. And that went disastrous after day 30.
Yeah.
Things changed dramatically for her. Is it quite possible that both Dee, Devin, and Angela will implode once they are threatened? Yeah. You threaten Angela, and Angela's paranoia all of a sudden will start to come to the surface. And Angela will start to blow things up, including her alliances. Now, the problem is the power structure is always set in that house anyway. And what we will see is that they will all throw each other under the bus or try to change the target on other people, as they're supposed to do. We want that to happen now, right? We want that to happen now so some of our favorite players don't go out now. However, right now, that is not what is happening in the game.
Yeah.
But will it eventually happen? It has to happen. There's only one winner. So at some point in time, we will get there.
Yep.
The question is, will there be anyone that we want to root for to win at the end of all of this?
Yes, we're rooting for Chuck. Chuck at this point.
No.
I know. But
you know who I'm rooting for? You know who I really want to win this game now is Mallory. I really want Mallory to win. I really love her. I really have like fallen in love with Mallory. I know Jimmy has some opinions because
I love Mallory. I want her to win. I think she's great. I don't care the things she said. We all say things in that house. I think she's so entertaining. I think she's funny. I think she's witty, and I think she could win competitions. Mallory, let's bring it home, girl.
Yeah.
You call me annoying again. I'm coming into that house and ripping you out by your pigtails, sister.
Not the pigtails. These pigtails this season gotta go. I'm
rocket scientist. Maybe you should put together a formula to keep your side of the house together.
Listen, moving forward, I don't want to see no pigtails.
Mallory's like the type of girl I would date.
Oh, okay.
Well, she is
in what way?
She was like, when I love a nerdy girl. I love a nerdy boy too, though.
Yeah. Why do you think?
I love a nerdy girl,
Jimmy? Why do you think? Jimmy,
can you just text me that, because I don't read lips with these sunglasses on.
Yeah.
Like, I can barely see my computer.
Oh, let me say this. I also want to add something else. And Hisam was talking about production and the decisions. I also want the fans to understand, because there's a lot of stuff that's going on. People have to understand, and this is me just talking in general, you have to do something in that house to be removed from the Big Brother house. That is the honest truth. In case you guys don't understand how TV works or production, you have to do something harmful, say something harmful, do something harmful to end the house in order to be removed. I know a lot of people are wishing and hoping something will happen. I'm going to give you that sad news. It's not going to happen. They don't care of what's happening on the outside world at all. No matter what you did in your past or something, nothing. As long as you ain't breaking, as long as you don't got a court date or you about to get arrested for some crazy shit, they don't care about anything else. Okay.
Well, here's what I'll also say. I will also say that Kamu represents a part of America. It may be a part of America you don't vibe with, but he represents a part of America. And there are lots of people, just like we are Team Jason, that are Team Kamu.
Yeah.
And that is the intention of the show. It is the intention of the show is to bring disparate groups to watch the same show and root for their hero. That's how the show works. And the truth is, there's going to be a lot like now. We don't mess with Kamu, right? We rock with Jason. But there are lots of people that are in the comments being like, we don't mess with Outhouse, right? We rock with Kamu.
Yeah.
And to each their own, right? We have picked our hero. They have picked their hero. And like, that is what makes...
Is he a hero?
To them.
To them, yeah. Oh. To them, yeah. And so from my standpoint... These are the same people
who idolize a pedophile in the White House, so bars
yeah,
low.
And so...
Bars in hell.
So like, although I don't get it. I don't understand it. The truth is like there are lots of people who find what he says and does funny. What I think is crazy about him is as much as he talks about how he is like, I can't do anything gay or perceived as gay, he sure does some gay homoerotic stuff.
Okay, because I'm about to pull it up right now.
No, the way I always say straight men are the gayest people, it's crazy.
He sure does.
Straight men do the gayest things. It's like
the cuddling with Drew, like it's just strange to me. Right. But then he's also an MMA fighter and there's a homoeroticism in that as well.
You are a naked man in a ring flopping people around like a fish. And you're like, if I have to work on my image, it's like, okay. But you can be big spooned by Drew on the Big Brother Instagram. Okay. Right.
Yeah. Okay, so I also want to talk about other things, guys. Ariana Grande's album came out. Pedal? Is that what it's called? Did I say it right?
It is so good. I'm obsessed.
I do like it. She's getting a lot of feedback, a lot of harsh critique back because of the album. I did listen to it. I do love a good, like, chill monotone. I love when she uses her raspy monotone type of voice and then play into the beats. I do enjoy it. And she's also receiving a lot of backlash about her image and how
Before we
she
get into
looks.
that,
Yes.
let's hold space for the music for a second.
Yes, I know you love music, Jimmy.
One of the things, and then I really
Jimmy.
like I'm busting at the seams. So once I talk about this, I'm literally gonna go pee real quick. But I think people are missing the point of the album because hate that I made you love me, Petal, like I do. These are not about a boyfriend. She's talking to the fandom and talking about the parasocial relationship that exists between people's perception and what they think versus the reality and lived experiences. And I think as somebody like Ariana who's gone through the ringer, right? At one point you're too skinny, then you're too fat, then you're black, then you're white, then you're Asian, right? Then Manchester happens, then COVID happens, then the licking the donut or the America thing happens. It's always something. And I almost feel a need to defend her in that way before we get into the image side of things, that this is a woman who has been in the public eye since she was 12 or 13 years old and has literally every single year she's been in the public eye gone through the ringer. It is always something. And I think this album was trying to almost trying to explain that, like, and talk about her perception of fame and parasocial relationships and perception of health or wellness or any of those sort of things. And I think even the reaction to it almost proves that point. Regardless, I love the music. To your point, Derek, I think it flows very well. I think songs like the music video Petal is such an artistic masterpiece. The choreography, the imagery, the losing her shit on people sitting behind a table who she can't see but can throw their opinions and judge her, I think was so emblematic of the moment in time we are in, of her just being fucking sick of it. With that being said, I have to go to the bathroom. So please talk amongst yourselves about the image thing.
Yes. I will say with her, she's getting a lot of backlash because of her image. A lot of people are realizing that she's, smaller than what she used to be. And we don't really know what's going on behind the closed doors. I just hope that whatever whatever is going on, I hope that she's protected from, because the fandom could be really hard at times. It could be really, really hard. And I hope that she's protected, and I hope that she's getting the help, whatever that be. Because I know she said after hearing the backlash of the fans, she had to address at her concert the other night and was like, hey, that's bullshit. Like, I'm okay. Don't think like anything's wrong with me and things like that. And then also she said she's going to take a break after this tour and just be out the spotlight for a while, because she has been getting judged since, and we talked about it, since Wicked. Like since the Wicked, the whole tour, and people were realizing things and people change. I think another thing, and I wish when Jimmy come back, he can kind of go over it, but the Ozempic thing, all these celebrities are doing Ozempic and they all have these skinny faces and skeleton type of faces and things like that. I just hope that she's okay. That's the only reason I wanted to touch on it. It's just, I hope she's okay and she's all right. And, she does take that time that she needs, because Ariana Grande is really special to, I think, a lot of us. We all love her. And I just want her to have be able to be herself and be comfortable. And I will say it is, I can't lie, it's hard to watch, because I feel like every celebrity that ends up, Demi Moore and the rest of them, all of them, when they start, and she's probably not doing Ozempic, but I'm just saying, like, all these celebrities are now we're going back in the day where everyone is getting super, super thin compared to when we used to be more voluptuous, So, I don't know. I just want to just touch on it for a little bit. Frankie's a friend of ours, so I'm trying to make sure we're all respectful and being respectful to his feelings or whatever's going on. We don't really know what's going on. It could be nothing, like she said. Nothing's going on. She's okay. Everything's all right. Great. But taking a mental break would be good. I'm glad she said she's going to do that after the tour.
Yeah,
it's
and for
awkward thing. You go for it.
No, Tommy, you go.
It's this awkward thing that I think as fans, we don't know how to handle this. Do we not talk about what we're seeing, or that feels maybe not right either, but it doesn't feel right to talk about it either? Like, it's this weird we don't know how to handle what to do. So that's kind of how I feel about it. I'm like,
Yeah.
We see that she looks a little different right now. People do change, maybe,
correct.
But I think the fact of the matter is she has been through so much, like Jimmy said. And so that's always in the back of my head. But also the thing with Ariana Grande, I think what makes her different than other celebrities is that she feels like one of us.
Yeah.
I don't know why that is, but it feels like she's one of us who just became famous. And I think because
she's been in our universe. You know, she's been to Big Brother live taping, and her brother played Big Brother.
Like a girl that just got famous that we know. It's like, and we don't know her, but something about her energy, she feels very like not attainable. Just she feels very much like one of us, and I think that's what makes her so special and relatable. Thank you. So I think that I love her. I love the new album, and I trust that she has that's the other thing. She has a good support system around her. We know that. So like she'll be fine. She's got this. Like if anyone could handle it, it's the Grande team. That's it.
And if the people who are the closest to her aren't worried, like I'm not either. And one of the things I always keep going back to, and I always hate to bring up like the juxtaposition between men and women's bodies, but like we don't talk about men's bodies like this. And
that's changing, though. That is changing.
It is changing.
It
is changing.
Because Tom Holland's body is everywhere.
Okay,
and people are talking
positive.
But no,
I don't like Tom Holland.
Not
I
all
don't think Tom Holland's body's all that.
The point being that as we have moved into more visual content, there has been a lot of movement also into judging what we are seeing. And it is very common for us to determine attraction. That is one of the things that we as animals, as people do. And because you have the ability to do that anonymously, it's very easy for you to weigh in all the time like you are the expert. And we are seeing this change happen in men as well, where we're seeing increased rates of steroids, body modification, plastic surgery, dieting, extreme dieting, looks massing is a part of this in the manosphere. There is a lot of this happening. And so it's not just for women anymore. We have moved now. Was it more happening longer for women? Yes. But there is now a thing that's happening with men that is wild. Right?
I still think it's more intense. I still think it's more intense for women. Like that's my only point. Is it may be a new thing for men. It has been something that has existed for women. I mean, even for Ariana, it has been something people have talked about for over 10 years.
Sure.
Like no matter what. And I think that's a lot of the point she makes in the album is like, you think I looked my healthiest when I was addicted to painkillers and alcohol. Well, I didn't feel my healthiest. That's why I was wearing sweatshirts all the time because I was insecure. Right. And she made a video about it during Wicked when she said, you don't think I look healthy right now, but I'm the healthiest I've ever been. And even she made a statement last night where she said, I heard my fans were worried that the negativity was ruining things for me. That could not be more of the fucking opposite. The announcement that was made yesterday was not reactive or impulsive. It was a plan that I had quietly made a long time ago because I'm working very hard and want to take care of myself. And I think that is the right way to look at it, is she is taking care of herself. She has a team around her. And if there was a big issue, I can guarantee the people around her would be doing something about it. But it's almost crazy that like, yes, the men's and women's bodies, obviously that is changing. But like Ariana's not the only person who's gone through, body change specifically in the last, 5 or 6 years. And Derek made that point, Demi Moore, Rachel Zoe, even Zendaya, right? Yeah. And we're not talking about it in the same way. And it almost harkens back to that place that I was talking about where people almost opine on something and come from a place of moral superiority when they're just talking about it to talk about it. Does that make sense? Like people are feigning concern for somebody that I don't think they have concern over. They just want to dish on her.
Yeah. But that's how fandom always is. No matter if you are a D-list celebrity to an A-list celebrity, that's how the fandom always is. With these social media platforms allow them to say whatever they want to say and acknowledge things. Sometimes it helps, sometimes it doesn't help. But yeah, people just say whatever they want to say. That's why you have to kind of Yeah,
You know
go
what's
ahead,
interesting
Hisam.
about this?
Yeah.
What's interesting about this is that that is not how most men and women find each other attractive, right? So at times of recession, it's typical that you will find heavier women more attractive. That fluctuates. And that at times,
Really?
yeah, and at
Yep.
times when there's abundance, then you
Wow.
find skinnier women typically attractive.
Wow.
And that has everything to do evolutionarily with what we believe will be the best for offspring. And so what's interesting is that there is a lot of conversation about public figures and how they look,
Yeah.
probably because there is a point in time where people are without a lot of resources these days. And especially as the economy is turning, people are looking and are a little bit more attuned to how people look if they're too thin, because what they're finding now more attractive is people who have fuller bodies.
Well, Hisam,
And so what?
no, I want to add to that real quick. If you
Mhm.
think about it now, people used to talk about people being big. Now it's like when people talk about being big, people are expecting, and I know Jimmy has to go soon, but people that are big, now they're like, how are you big when there's Ozempic and all these weight loss things out there? Now it's like you should not be big at this point. I think that's what we're kind of at now because of all these weight loss drugs. It used to be like, get your ass in the gym and lose exercise and things like that, which people would try. They try, whatever, it might work, might not work. But now people are like, you can't be big. Like, there's weight loss drugs
But
now.
there is a disconnect between like what people say they're attracted to and
Yeah.
what they actually report they're attracted to, right?
Yeah.
And that we have seen numerous times. Like if you put 4 different body types in front of women at different body fat percentages, they are not choosing the men who are like 15 and below. They're typically choosing men that are like 20 to 25% body fat. That's typically what they're choosing. The people who are attracted to like the 15% are men, right?
And usually gay men.
Right? And usually gay men, right? That's actually what we find attractive. That's not what women find attractive. And the truth is the same can be said about men who think that women can be too thin because their concern is, can you carry a baby for me? And if you cannot carry a
I
baby
didn't
for
even think
me,
about that.
if you cannot carry a baby for me, then I don't have an interest in being with you.
That's
And
why
so-
wide hips were like, selected during what's it called,
Yeah.
evolution, because those are baby carrying hips.
Exactly.
Yes, Jimmy.
So-
let me see your wide hips, Jimmy.
Yeah. So what I think is interesting is like, I think Ariana, and much like most public figures, are at the scrutiny of what is also happening in our society based upon our economy and what we perceive as abundance and famine. And when you're in a moment of famine, when you see someone who looks thinner, you're like, oh, I'm against that, right?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
you don't have anything.
I don't have anything else to add unless Hisam has. Do you have shit or bullshit?
I do, of course.
Oh, okay. Let's turn over to shit and bullshit. Jimmy, do you have to go now, or can you do one question?
I can do 1 more minute.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, shoot. There's a shit and bullshit I really wanted you to do.
We'll start with that one.
Okay. So, okay. Yeah, I know,
I
but
really
it's
want you to do it.
Hisam, for
I
being a
think it-
doctor, I mean,
yeah, I was like, oh, okay. Okay. So there's a new gym out of Utah. Okay. Speaking of like men getting stronger.
I already know what you're
Jimmy
talking
tied to
about, and this is the shit. Anyway, keep going.
Wait, okay. It's a gym just for men. And it's a Christian gym. And the reason that this gym exists is because there are too many women getting in the way and tempting men at the gym. And therefore, they have come up with a whole male gym so there can be brotherhood and they can hold each other accountable. And it makes it less likely that they'll cheat. And it is a way of like fostering unity with one another. And they're actually becoming more popular. So there was one in Utah, but there are actually a few more popping up. What do we think? Is this a shit or bullshit? Male only gyms to prevent you from... Yeah, go ahead.
I think it's the shit. I mean, bro, so that I'm not attracted to women, put your dick in my ass. Like, what are we talking about? I think it's interesting because like gay men are using those gyms and having sex in the sauna as we are really good at doing. So I think it's the shit, you know. Take back those spaces. Economically, I think it's bullshit. I think gender only spaces don't work business wise. I think that's why shapes didn't
No.
work. I think that's why hips failed. But
Think
more
about
power to 'em.
Pilates. Think about Pilates now. Everyone thought Pilates was for women, and men do Pilates. Like
I love
it's
Pilates. I've never done it,
yeah.
but I love it.
Yeah, I'm never
Mhm.
doing it. But I'm just saying, for example. But I think that this, bruh, I think this is
It's
I
a
mean,
lust-free facility.
I would.
Lust-free.
Oh, I thought you said. I
Yeah,
thought you
okay.
said less breed. I was like,
No,
what?
no,
Less
no.
breed?
No, it's more
No.
breed. It's more breed
It's
facilities.
lust-free. It's
I
like
will.
you won't cheat on your wife there.
Not with a woman
Okay.
anyway.
I guess you know what.
Impossible.
It's interesting that it's in Utah, but like we already have gay male gyms, so it's like whatever at this point. I guess it's the shit. I don't fucking know. I'm not a fan of like. Don't think you're not looking at the other bros in the gym. Like you're comparing yourself
No,
to
like
their legs, to their
men look at
arms.
men look at each other and compare
Yeah,
themselves, of course, right?
I
Because
compare myself
they're
every
trying to be
day.
because they're trying to be the top choice, right? So
Yeah.
we compare each other, like, but this allows you to basically go to a place where you won't cheat.
Okay, well, I guess they won't cheat then. So the shit, bro. Yeah, dude, I won't cheat. You can put your dick in my mouth. I won't cheat. That's not cheating.
I'm gonna say it's the shit as well, but for a different reason.
Oh,
Whether or not I agree with the reasoning that they're opening this gym, it's about that group creating a safe space, and I'm all for people creating a safe space. It's the
okay.
same way that we love a gay bar. Like it's like
Yeah.
so to me that's their version of a gay bar. It's
Yeah.
like I might not agree with it or feel that way, but that is the reason that they're doing it. And so that's a reason that I can get on board with.
Sidebar, we need our gay bars back. I'm not gonna lie. Like it's rough. It's
We
rough.
do.
Like, and also our sidebar, I haven't told you guys, I've really been using the apps. It's rough.
Mhm.
Like it's like
Mm.
Hisam, when Hisam was like, it's hard to date. It's hard to date out here, guys. I'm not gonna lie. Like I'm like, I have to move. I have to move to a whole new city and be a whole new person. The whole East
You
Coast
should.
is done. From
What?
DC to New York to Philly, my thing is set at 100 miles, and I can't find any matches. It's rough.
What?
Yeah,
You always do so well when you go to New York City and
No, not like
DC.
that. Not like that. Not like where like Hisam, I don't want to be out here just kissing random people all the time. I would like to find somebody to potentially like date. Like I got to build my
Yeah.
foundation. So now that's why I'm to the point. I was just telling Hisam Jimmy before we started the podcast. Like I'm trying to figure out how I can move to Chicago. Like I have to move to Chicago by next summer because Joe and Brandon just told me they're moving to Chicago. I won't have any friends here at all. I can't do
Oh,
it.
they're moving to Chicago?
Yeah, they just told me. Yeah, a couple weeks
Why?
ago. They just like they're just like me. They're tired of Philly. They're like, we need a new thing, a new environment, and they're buying a house, moving to Chicago. And I'm like, I can't be left here by myself. I have to go. It kind of put the fire underneath my ass to really like boost up my resume and start pushing it because I can't be here by myself. I can't do it. I gotta
I
go to
think more and
Chicago.
more people are moving to Chicago, actually.
A
I
lot
think
of
that's
gays are.
that's a trend right now.
Yeah,
I told you my good friends that lived out here in New York just
yeah.
picked everything up, went to Chicago. They're so happy. They
Yeah.
love it out
I
there.
just don't know how people are affording these. Maybe I'm looking at the wrong places. I'm gonna look again today because I'm trying to find a new job at the same time. I'm hoping I can get a new job before the end of the year so that I can move by next summer. But like, I'm like, how are people affording these places? Like places when I was living on my own, I used to pay like 1,300 to live on my own,
Mhm.
and it was a nice space. I'm like, how are people paying 2,000 plus to live on their own? Is crazy. I'm like, that's your whole check in the whole month. How do you live? So yeah, I don't know. But sorry, go ahead, Heisel. Continue with your shit or bullshit.
No.
Segment.
I
Sorry.
mean, like, I think it's an interesting conversation. Like, I think it's an interesting conversation for sure.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people are moving to Chicago because it's affordable. It's actually
Okay. Maybe
a
I need to
big
look at something
city.
different. Okay.
It's a big city.
I just know a
You
lot of
know,
gay. All the
yeah,
gays that I like are.
it's got a good gay community. Yeah, so there are plentiful options there. But I'm
Yes.
surprised that you didn't like anyone like I thought there were people that you liked in that area. Anyway.
In Chicago, yes, but on this East Coast, I'm telling you, my dating app is like I even pay for like the boost. Pay for subscriptions. Like it's rough. Tinder and Hinge, rough. Now everybody on Tinder is just hooking up. It's not like how it used to be. Then I'm like, I'm on Hinge, but I'm like, I'm not getting no matches. It's rough. It's rough for me over here. And I'm 34. I'm gonna be 35 this year. You know, I've been at home now for like 2 years. I'm like now like I gotta start doing the things to kind of start moving forward so then I can get out there and see what else is out there. Cause obviously my
Yeah.
partner, if I had a partner here, I would stay here. I wouldn't have a problem. But nothing's here and I need to go and branch out. And I don't go on the gay scene here. So I'm just wasting time being in Philly. Like for me to go out, you guys know I drive to New York or I go to DC. I don't go out in
That's
Philly.
right.
Philly is so trash to me.
You know what you could do? Look into moving in the dead of winter because people hate the winter in Chicago. So apartments may be even more affordable at that time.
So this is my game plan. I'm sorry, we're gonna get back to bullshit. My game plan is, and I know people are like, we love this. We love when y'all talk about your lifestyle. But my game plan is right now I'm trying to push my resume out. I'm trying to apply to like 4, 5, 6 jobs a day. And then I'm hoping I can get a job before December. Because I'm not moving until I get a job. I work there for about 3 months, 4 months to know like I'm in this. I don't have to worry about getting fired or something crazy and then move before summer. But I do agree with what you're saying. Like I'm looking ahead of time, you know, like I'm trying to see what's available and what prices, but it's like, I'm gonna be honest, like I'm not gonna live in the hood of Chicago. I've already lived in the hood of Philadelphia. I'm not doing that. So I'm trying to find something close to downtown, but like it was like nothing. But I'm gonna redo my search on the computer. I was sitting on the phone last night, scrolling and just seeing what's out there. I'm trying to talk to some of my friends to see like, where are you guys living? Because I know you guys ain't living in no hole in the wall, you know. But yeah, I gotta make it happen.
Well,
If not, I'm gonna make Joe and Brandon just make me move in their house.
Any desirable area is gonna be expensive.
Of course. But I'm not trying to be like, I know I'm not gonna be like, give me a sky rise. Like I just want a nice apartment complex that at
You
least
combine
looks
skyscraper and high rise into sky rise.
I'm just saying, I just want a nice apartment complex that at least has nice finishes. It doesn't have to be the top of the line, but I don't want to feel like I'm moving in somewhere and it's like, oh, is there roaches and mice and shit? Like, I don't want that. I fucking can't deal with it. So yeah, I'm trying. I'm gonna keep looking. I got a year from now to try to make it happen. But you're right. If I can't move before next summer, then it'll probably be next winter where like people don't want to move and shit. Maybe prices.
Yeah,
go
I
down.
love
You should just do
Chicago.
it.
I think Chicago's
just
lovely.
do it.
I just need to go,
Yeah.
and it needs to happen because my sanity.
Don't
is...
waste any more time. Don't like think so far ahead. Just pick up and go. You'll get a job out there. You'll make it work. You can do that. But I think if you're gonna wait at all, wait until the winter. I would think. I don't know for sure, but I would think that apartments would be cheaper that time because Chicago has such an infamous, brutal winter. No one's gonna want to be moving during that time.
Which
So
me, I'm
take
like this.
advantage of that.
I love the winter.
Yeah,
I'm like
that's
this. I
it.
love it.
Honestly, I love the
Yeah.
winter too.
I'm sorry.
I do.
Continue, Hisam, so we can wrap up. I'm so sorry. I'm done.
So I actually think it's kind of bullshit. And here's why I think it's bullshit. The reason I think it's bullshit is because they've created a gym in order to basically not be held accountable for their behaviors. Just because you find people attractive doesn't mean that you should create a gym so that you can basically be like, I want to be in a lust-free zone. Just don't. Like, to me, it's, but also at the same time, I'm like, of course, this is a very bro-y gym. And I think what ends up happening is that they're saying that women are the problem, right? Because they make us lustful. And therefore, we need a safe space from women because otherwise we would not be able to control our behaviors or actions. I think this is a guy. Yeah, I think this is a guy who had an affair. And because he had an affair, he's like, well, I never want to have an affair again. And it's like, well, don't do that then. Right? Women are in other places other than just the gym.
Yeah.
And the idea that you can go to a gym And they're like, oh man, it's because they're wearing these skinny outfits. I was like, well, are you going to never go to a beach? Are you only going to male beaches then? To me, it's just it's ridiculous. But
Hisam,
if you
I agree with you and Tommy, though. I do agree with you and Tommy.
Yeah, but I was like, the truth is like, I'm sure the rules will change. Like, it's not really gay if we touch each other's dicks, right? Because we're not really into each other. So
Well, they're
probably
not,
okay. It's not gay.
I don't think that we can confirm that sexual activity is going on in that gym. I think the point is that it's not happening, right?
I went to an all-male military school, and that we had open
you think that in the military they're not screwing around with each other, Tommy?
That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying, like, I don't know. I just think
maybe he's not. Maybe he's not behind. But Tommy, I do agree. I do agree that people should make safe spaces. Just like if a woman wanted to make an all women's gym for the sake of making sure women feel comfortable,
they do.
I'd be like,
it's called Curse.
Yeah.
Oh, love that. Great.
But just because we agree with that, we like. I'm sorry, I'm not articulating myself well, but I think everything you just said, Hisam, I'm thinking of it from the perspective of a gay bar. Like, oh, we have to create spaces just so that we don't sin. Like, obviously, we are in agreement. Obviously, we feel the same way about just being gay, that it's not a sin. But I'm sure that someone who is more religious would think that it's ridiculous that you need a safe space to go to a gay bar. Why? To be safe from the straights? They probably would think. Like, what do you mean? You're not safe in a regular bar? You have to like I'm just thinking about it from the perspective of someone who doesn't feel the way that I do.
Just different justifications, right? The reason gay bars are a thing is so that we can connect with other gay people, because there are fewer of us. There's like 10% of the population is gay. The reason gay bars exist is so we can have a space where we can meet one another originally, right? That was originally why they existed.
And so that we can be safe. We can connect and in a safe space. I think that's a huge part of it as well that is important to, acknowledge.
Well, I'm glad that I'm glad that they're safe at this all-male gym.
Obviously, I don't feel the way that they do.
Lustful women that are just trying to get them into affairs. Those women.
It's a hard.
Their booty shorts and their breasts hanging out.
It is a hard. Here's the thing. This is how you're gonna know if that is a. This is what I'm trying to say. I do understand what you're saying, Hisam, and I understand what Tommy is saying.
I get what Tommy's saying. I'm just giving him a hard time.
I will say this: it is going to be, because now I'm wondering what happens if a bunch of gays start going to this all-male gym. What happens then? Like, I want to see how they react to that, because I'm a man, I'm a male. If I end up going to this gym, are you going to have a problem with me coming in there, maybe with some tight ass clothes on and stuff like that? Like, are you going to be a problem with me, my jock strap, my bulge all out? Like, is that going to be a problem for you?
That would be a problem any gym, Derek, except for the one at the bathhouse.
Have you seen what you guys wear to the gym? Have you seen Tommy when he does his back squats?
Right. What is Tommy wearing on his back squats?
His shorts are shorter and tighter than tights, okay? And same thing with you, Hisam, so don't even try to play it. Okay?
That's not true.
Oh, okay, girl. I've seen the
My
video.
legs just fill them out. Okay.
Let's do one more, because I got to go to work.
Okay.
I got to go to work.
Okay. So there's a new fridge designed to help people stop late night binging. This is a significant issue.
The shit. I need it. I need it ASAP. Right now. Deliver it to my house.
Wait till you hear what happens in this fridge. So this fridge is attached to a camera. And in order for you to basically get a late night snack, it requires you to do a little dance. Now, the best part about the dance is that you do the dance and then it sends it to all your friends.
This is hilarious.
And they get a notification. They get a notification that you are up at 2 a.m. wanting to get cookies and doing a little dance.
You know what?
My answer is
yes. This is, you know what? This is good for a group of friends that are really close with each other, where maybe they live all in the same area. Maybe they're all trying to do this fitness journey together. So I think this is actually the shit for a group of people that are like that. Because look at Tommy. Could you imagine every time
Tommy's
Tommy
like
opens the
5, 6, 7, 8.
Right. Yes, exactly. Exactly like that. Yes, I agree.
Tommy's like,
agree.
give me those nachos.
Yeah, and look. At least he pulled out something healthy, so at least his argument can be like, everything I grabbed was healthy. Look, he just dancing at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 a.m. in the morning. Just keep on going. Just shaking it.
Keep on going.
Look, even more.
That's right.
I'm cracking up. This is hilarious.
This will be me. I'm going to start dancing at the fridge and sending it to you guys. I'm obsessed with this. This is the super shit for me.
Okay, so Tommy said super shit because Tommy about to cook his breakfast now. So, so what do you think? Right.
I think it's kind of like, to me, it's like, it's any way you can basically have like a little less like self-control. You want some more self-control. If this does it for you, it works out perfect.
Okay, I'm here for it. Oh, guys, listen. Thank you for coming back for another episode of Our House. Remember, we are doing a lot of things over here on the Heavy Crowd Network. We are growing as a family. So if you guys have not, don't forget that we are doing live feed updates. We have the royalty, recapping. We also have Kylan recapping the challenge. So, and then of course you have Our House where you get your real raw untakes and Tommy doing cartwheels in the kitchen. So remember to like, subscribe, and comment. And thank you guys for always coming. And of course, Jimmy sends his love. That girl is booked and busy. I can't keep up with her. All right. Do you guys have anything?
Tommy, Tommy's like ready for his Broadway audition. He's like, I am going to be cast. He's like, I'm ready.
My hip right now, how it hurts, just hurt watching you do that. I could never. Last time I was that flexible was in Virginia. Never mind.
You want to hear about that?
No, we've already heard about that. We've already heard about that.
I miss them so much.
Have heard about that.
They're in Spain right now. They haven't even thought about me.
That's probably true.
Maybe they have.
No, please.
He would have heard from them. He would have heard from them by now.
The amount of men that are in their DMs, please. I wish. Hisam, you have anything else you want to add?
Nope, that's it. Thank you for coming.
Love you guys.
Bye.
Be safe. This is great. Be safe. Stay out of those male-only gyms, and we'll see you next time.
I've never been to a male-only gym. I've been to one.
You have. It's any gym. Any gym you go to is a male-only gym.
House?
Yeah, I know.
It's a gym.
Oh man,
it has a sauna. It has all this other shit.
Yeah, I was like, they're all male-only gyms. Trust me.
Okay, guys. Well, see you later. Bye.
I love you guys. Goodbye.
Love you too,
I'll see you
Tommy.
next week.
Bye.